I stumbled upon this video not that long ago. Very interesting video. Is from a channel called The Scariest Movie Ever. It talks about how Obama will be president again. I think Obama will be a leader. You know what I'm saying? He talks about how what catastrophic disaster could cause or allow Obama to even come back into the presidency. But what's funny is these people, they still don't get it, you know. Obama is not the Antichrist. This guy right here, the Pope, is not the Antichrist. All you got to do is go study up on what 500 million Muslims are anticipating at the end of days. They believe that the Muslim Jesus is going to return. He's going to perform signs and miracles to prove that he is Jesus. He's going to prove to all those dumb Christians that Allah cannot have a son and all this. Well, what they believe and the Bible's detailed information about the false prophet, they line up perfectly. Go study up on the Islamic Jesus end times or end of days. You'll soon find out, oh my God, what the Bible talks about the false prophet is exactly what they believe their Muslim Jesus is, you know, what he's going to do. And something else that's very, very important is, does the tribulation start immediately after the rapture? This is how everyone's been deceived, because everyone believes that the rapture happens and then the 7-year tribulation starts immediately, like the next day. And then 7 years later, Jesus comes back and everything's going to be okay. Well, guess what? Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. There could be, the rapture could happen. There could be a 7-year period of judgment and misery. The Islamic Jesus could come back at the end of that 7 years of misery. Everyone's going to be like, oh my God, Jesus is back, right? Totally deceive the world. The Bible says God's going to cause a great deception. You know, that would be a monumental deception. Something else that you have to remember is the Mayflower Compact, when it was signed and when the 400-year cycle is up. It was signed 11/11 of 1620, and it was probably signed at 11 a.m. too. It wouldn't surprise me. That means that the year 2020, November 11th of 2020, is when the 400-year cycle, or they say the grace period, God's grace is finished over America. Last year I made a great video. It got like 130,000 views, and then I had to delete it because the timing was all off and everything. But I talked to a person. They had a phenomenal dream or vision in the year 2000 or 2001, and what they saw was the Statue of Liberty was on fire, and then a huge tidal wave came over and it like hit New York City. And then he saw this white, extremely bright light with a black figure in the middle of it. And he believed that, you know, it's the Antichrist. I think it's the decoy or counterfeit Antichrist, but whatever. But how he interpreted this dream was that Liberty was under fire before the big tidal wave hit New York. But I do find it so interesting. This guy right here, The Scariest Movie Ever, this channel, what he talks about is what catastrophic event could cause Obama to return to power. Well, we absolutely know they put 9/11 on the money. We all seen the, you know, the dollar bills where the Twin Towers are burning. They also put the big tidal wave or tsunami that's going to hit New York. It is on the money because it's going to happen. Which, if you start putting these things together, remember how the Simpsons talk about Trump and the budget crunch and America's broke and all this? Well, think about a catastrophic event that could propel this financial meltdown to even happen. Think about if Donald Trump, let's say in the next few years, you know how North Korea is supposed to be the big evil enemy and all this. What if the New World Order detonates a bunch of powerful bombs out in the ocean, causes a big tsunami to hit New York, causes all kinds of catastrophic disaster? Everyone is furious at Donald Trump. They're going to blame him. And then it could start some kind of war. And as a result, America is bankrupt. And then Trump is involved in what I call a fake assassination. Now, there's hints and clues that you have to pay attention to that prove that Obama just might return into power. Let's say a year goes by or 2 years goes by since he's been in the White House and he's still making headline news. He's still on the cover of magazines. He's still being promoted and advertised and talked about. And oh, Obama did this and Obama did that. It's like he's still being put in the spotlight. That is your evidence that they want, the power elite are planning on having him come back. It looks to me like Obama is on the Illuminati card game, having tomatoes or objects thrown at him. And this has yet to happen, which makes you wonder, is he going to come back into power? Donald Trump is on the Illuminati card game, and what does it say? At any time or any place, our snipers can drop you. Have a nice day. Interesting. How the Simpsons also depict his death, huh? And what catastrophic event could happen that would cause Trump to be assassinated, where everyone hates him? How about he starts trouble with North Korea, and then the New World Order detonates a bunch of powerful bombs out in the New York harbor, causes a huge tidal wave. We have an economic crisis beyond any imagination. Because that kind of catastrophic event would cause a financial disaster. So it really makes you wonder, is this the event, the next horrific 9/11 event? Is this going to be what causes Obama to somehow come back into power? Only time will tell. But from my point of view, after November 11th of 2020, I hope you're spiritually prepared for what comes after this date. Because the 400-year cycle, they say God's grace is finished over America after that date.